Harika Charanatoyam Govijana Smayuta Vrinavana Manoharam Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shirvaita Chandra Gadadhara Sivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. This is Sunday Satsang, November 22nd, 3rd? 23rd, 2025. And this is part 3 of a class we titled Pure Love, which is based on a recent publication of a compiled from lectures given by Sri Satyanarayana Das Babaji Maharaj in different places around the world. And the title is called Love Beyond Love, because there's love of this world, a lokic love or material love, mother and children and friend to friend and master to servant and husband to wife, etc. But there's also something called spiritual or transcendental love, which seems similar but is quite categorically different. Because one is selfish, one is selfless, one is me-centered, one is you-centered. Spiritual love is you-centered. I don't want to. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. So this chapter, he says, 10 aspects of love. Pure love. I'm not going to do this very elaborate discussion. I'm going to mention these aspects and give some little comment what he gives a brief definition of it. First, real love or pure love has a higher purpose because this is love. When you love someone, you think of the whole welfare of the person. You don't just think of what advantage or what enjoyment or what satisfaction or what fulfillment you can derive or take from that person to complete your life or to fill an emptiness in your life. But the loving relationship is based as a clear goal. There's a higher purpose to a loving relationship. For general relationship, you say husband and wife come together so that when they get married, they make a mission statement. They say, okay, why are we married? Because we want to live. We want to live with a partner. We want the security. We want the protection. We want the comfort. We want the loving intimacy. We want the shelter of each other. Many different purposes. Or you can say, well, that's also individual self-satisfying purposes. But another purpose may be where, like a husband may say, I want to have a child to continue his dynasty. Because the wife loses her dynasty when she marries a man, because she leaves her family and leaves her dharmic connection with her birth family and becomes a member of a new family. So when she gives children, those children aren't continuing the dynasty of her birth family, her father's name and family, although genetically they're being continued because the wife has the same genes as her father and mother. But the child, the product of that marriage, is now a member of the dynasty of the husband, the lineage they call it. So they may define one of the higher purposes of marriage or love relationship, which is the best, the highest, or what we call highest, is the most desirable and relationship of love that people try to have in this world is have a life's partner, soulmate, whatever you want to call it. And so the purpose of being together, aside from what I mentioned, is to produce children. I often say that good people should make more good people. Because generally what we find in the spiritual circles, the sadhana practices and the attempt to attain self-realization and to get liberation or promotion to a higher reality, being enchanted and captivated by the proposal and proposition to attain a spiritual dimension, a spiritual level of reality, which is far beyond this material sphere. It's called the spiritual sky. And we read descriptions in the ancient Vedic scriptures that such a reality is eternal. So that's a big attraction, because everyone is preoccupied consciously or unconsciously with fear. The fear of non-existence, the fear of annihilation, the fear of death. And that fear is the basic underlying fear, because in Vedanta they describe the conditioned soul is victimized by 4 pushings, 4 demands. Ahara, Nidra, Maitun, Bhayam. Ahara means eating. Nidra means sleeping. Bhayam means fearing, fighting, fear. Bhayam, the word bhayam in Sanskrit means fear. And Mitun, like we say, Mitun means Gemini, son of Gemini is called Mitun, the twins. It means combining of man and woman to produce children, or for mutual satisfaction, or what love, whatever you want to call it. So these are the 4 basic primal urges of every human being and every living being, practically. Let's say beast or human being, birds and everywhere. So eating, mating, sleeping, and defending or fearing. So no one can say they're free from fear. Like Prabhupada used to make a joke. Some bold, macho, egoistic, proud, powerful, strong men will say, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. Now, Prabhupada said, let me pull out a gun. Let me pull out a revolver and put it in your head. Are you afraid now? Oh, yeah. I'm very afraid. Please forget about all my macho and my power and my boasting. Please spare my life. Please don't kill me. The most ferocious, notorious, and vicious mafia bosses of Manhattan, when they're faced with getting shot, they cry like babies. They themselves have murdered 10 or 20, 30 people. They're called hitmen. Hitmen means professional murderers. There was a movie long ago, 40 years ago, or maybe 60 years ago, called Dial M for Murder. The old days you dial the phone, now you push a button or speak or whatever. Dial M for murder. So these are the basic things going on. So there's a plane of spiritual reality which is eternal. There's no fear, there's no death, there's no disease, there's no old age. It's called the spiritual sky. Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavan, heaven, whatever, Atlantis, whatever you want to call it. But it's real. There's a reality like that. So people try a lot of meditation and yoga and chanting and singing and all kinds of means and meditations and methods to raise their consciousness and to experience that dimension. Because consciousness comes in many dimensions. The Vedanta analyzes consciousness into three divisions: Sattva, Raja, and Tama. Tama means black consciousness, dark consciousness, negative consciousness, the dark web. And then there's Rajagun, Raja Chit, Rajagun, the passionate level, the passionate, aggressive, fighting, competition, gambling, all these things are all Rajasic, passionate activities. And there's planes of existence, there's planetary regions that are predominated by Tamagun and Rajagun. Guna means conditions, limitations, realities, atmosphere. It's called Guna, G-U-N-A. Then there's Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna means higher planets. Bhur Swa, Om Bhur Swa, Swa. Swarga Loka, heaven, celestial plane, celestial sounds, the music of the spheres. Twang, twang. Get out your harp, boy. And travel the mystic skyways through the astral cord, rise through the ionosphere and stratosphere, and get to the seventh heaven. Anyway, there's different things. I was doing a lot of yoga long ago, but now I'm some kind of bhakti yogi or whatever. So we're trying to get where we want to go. We have to have pure love. That's the bottom line here. So what is pure love and what isn't pure love? So one aspect, there's 10 aspects of pure love. The first aspect is a higher goal. Not just eat, sleep, mate, defend. Maharaj, or let's make kids, or let's conquer the world, let's get a sailboat and travel around the world. Oh, cool. Then what? Well, I haven't thought that far. Let's go around the world first and figure it out. Okay, we did. Now what? Oh, I don't know. It's so boring, you know. Let's commit suicide. Yeah, let's commit suicide. That sounds like fun. Because everything you establish materially has 6 changes. What are the 6 changes?
Comes into existence.
First thing is establishment. With anything, a factory, a school, an idea, a concept, a dream, first you have to establish the dream, the concept, the business. That's called what first stage of material reality. What's the second stage? Build it. Make it grow. What's the third stage? Maintain it. It's a good, hey, we got a good thing going. We got to keep it going. How long have we been married? 3 years. Wow. 3 years? Yeah. Celebrate. 3rd anniversary. Will you make it to 35? 35. Well, that's too far. Okay. So, maintenance. Then what happens in everything? There's some result, some byproducts. Factory makes goods. So you've been married for 3 years, you traveled halfway around the world. So what's the result? What's the byproduct? Anxiety, fear, frustration, boredom. I'm fed up with waves and wind and sails and, And then what happens?
Dwindles and perishes.
So that's 4 steps, right? What's the step? Establishment, building, maintaining, producing byproducts,
dwindles and perishes.
Then gets hackneyed, gets same old, same old. Hey Joe, what are you doing today? Oh, same old, same old. Same old, same old? What does that mean? Whatever I was doing yesterday. Like my brother he's a Tao Buddhist. So he said, he always closes his messages to me. He says, very profound statement. You ready? You gotta be ready for this. Wherever you are, that's where you are. I say, Okay, Buddha. Wherever you are, that's where you are. He sometimes watches my live broadcast. You know. Hi, bro. He's my big bro. So that's the then it dwindles, gets boring. That's called dwindling. The factory's running, making profit for 10 years, then it starts going belly up. Then what happens? What's the sixth stage? Vanishing. Divorce, separation, or your sojourn, your world-conquering sailboat. What happens? Hits an iceberg.
Titanic.
It sinks. And then that's the end of the dream. And then what happens? What happens then? Is it over? Is it, and you got to heaven? No.
No.
Take
Repeat.
it. Repeat. Delete. Repeat. Because these are computer terms. Or life is on repeat. Instant repeat. Endless repeat. So the first step of real love, pure love, is to establish higher purpose, eternal life and loving service to Krishna. That's the Bhakti Marg. What's the second aspect of pure love? Acceptance. This is a big one. People have been married for 10 years, they haven't even started to accept each other. I know myself, people like this. Don't think you're laughing. You may be one yourself. You've been married for 10 years with some guy or some girl. You haven't even really accepted them yet. You're just like, okay. It's like this. I can't accept it, but it's like we have a phrase in Hindi: too sweet to resist, and too hot to swallow. Hot sugar cane juice, hot garam ganaras, hot sugar water. It's too sweet to resist, but too hot to drink. So that's most marriages. Most marriages are like that. So you just, I'd like to accept this guy. I don't think I ever can. But what can I do? We got this rent is too costly by myself. We're splitting the rent, and and I'm a little lonely, and I'm a little fearful, and my husband is strong, and anyway, another day. Don't think about it. Take a pill, go to sleep. Take a pill, go to sleep. Good night. So acceptance. What does it mean? It means recognize that each other is equally important. You are as important to me as I am to myself. No one is more important in my life than me. Number one is number one. Most people think like this: I'm number one, I'm number two, and you don't count. You got that one? But this statement here of acceptance means, what is the definition of acceptance? To recognize that your lover is as important to you as you are to yourself. In other words, yourself is myself. They say in Hindi, what do they say? Do shair ek atma. Don't they? You don't know that. How many years you been married? 3.
7.
How many?
Half. 7.5.
You hear the way she said that? He didn't say anything. Husband didn't even remember. He's trying to forget. The way he said 7.5.
I don't remember most of it.
It was that bad, huh?
Memory loss.
You better be careful. You're gonna get it later. He's gonna help you restore your memory. He said memory loss. I said your wife's gonna help you restore your memory. Sometimes when something's not working, you have to hit it, you know.
Yeah. In India.
Like an old television doesn't work, get good reception. You know? So it's very, oh yeah, I'm married to you, I can't forget. The characteristic of pure love is cooperation. So what is the husband's definition of cooperation? I'll give you, this is the husband's definition of cooperation. Good morning, wife. Good morning, husband. Do you know what the definition of cooperation is? And she said, no, do tell. Cooperation means whatever I tell you to do, you say yes. Oh. Let's look that up in the dictionary. If you look up cooperate in the dictionary, what does it say? It means working out a mutual solution to a common problem. Cooperation, working out a mutual solution to a common problem. Give and take. You give your input, I give my input. We go back and forth and try to find a compatible, agreeable solution to our division or fight or whatever. That's cooperation. But that's not the husband's definition of cooperation. But pure love is based on cooperation. Real love. Now the third activity, how we got to 5 and 6. Oh, I skipped 2 and 3. That was 4. Okay, anyway. Another aspect of pure love is communion. Communion. Just like in the human body, there's millions of cells. Every cell is connected to the other cell by nerve network. That's like they say in Tai Chi and acupuncture. You press your feet, you press your hands, and those nerve endings in the feet, they go to the liver and kidney and spleen and lungs and heart and brain. And it's all connected because every cell is connected. The whole body is one unit. Millions of different individual cells making one complete human body. So we can be in communion with everyone because we are related to a common source. The common source of every living entity is Bhagavan, Vishnu, Allah, Jehovah, God, whatever you want to call him. Allah, Jehovah, there's different names, Yahweh. Different names, different faiths have for God. But there's a common source. So like Prabhupada used to say, if you love God, you can love everyone. Love the bird, love the squirrel. And if you love someone, it means you care for their well-being. You care for their health and happiness. Not that you're loving them and eating them. Like there used to be a t-shirt back in the 70s when I was in college. Love animals, don't eat them. Love animals, don't eat them. And one guy, there was a t-shirt, was a quotation from a famous philosopher who was also a vegetarian. I forget, Tolstoy or something like that. He said, so people wore a t-shirt of that quotation, a t-shirt. My stomach is not a graveyard. My stomach, my belly, my stomach is not a graveyard for dead animals. You dig a hole in the ground, put dead animals. Your dog dies, and you live on a farm, dig a hole and bury the dog. I mean, I grew up on a farm, we had dogs, and after 5-10 years they died. So you dig a hole and bury the dog, because, we have love for the dog. So my stomach is not a burial ground, graveyard burial ground for dead animals. That's really a shocker. shocker type T-shirt, especially in 1970, walking down America past the McDonald's,
Yeah.
walking down the sidewalk past the Golden Arches with a T-shirt like that. Might be careful, you might end up as a hamburger. They might grab you off the street, make a burger out of you. So communion means that you can have communion, a sense of fellowship with every living being if you have divine love, pure love. Another aspect of pure love is awareness. Awareness in love, you're able to adapt from moment to moment, and remain flexible and ready to respond to immediate situations. Love should be like that also. When you're in love with somebody, you're not rigid. You never say, I will only do this much. Uh-oh. I'm ruffling some feathers here. Some people are getting a little nervous. I'm tightening the grip, the vice, Love is not rigid. Love is fluid and flowing and flexible. So this is part of awareness. You're aware of the needs and demands and sensitivity of the person you love. You'll never say, I can only do this much. It's not like your work at the workplace for some boss. He said, look, I know I hired you from Monday to Friday, but we have a big project. You have to come in on Saturday. So you tell the boss, I can't make it. Well, okay, I'll give you to count to 3. You sure you can't make it? Because if you can't make it, don't come on Monday. Okay. I can make it. Because he can fire you on the spot. So in work you can try to complain that I can only do this much. My contract, you paying me, I signed a contract to work from Monday to Friday. No overtime, no. But if you're working in India, forget that. They don't even make contracts. They say, work here, I'll give you a paycheck, maybe. There's no contract. Ask anybody working in India. Oh, we have to stay overtime. Is that okay? Yeah. You just have to bite the humble pie. So, does a mother ever think like that in relation to her baby? Very important statement. Does a mother ever think like this with her baby? Oh, listen, little boy, I can't clean your diapers. I can feed you, I can bathe you, I put you to sleep, but you're making a big mess. I can't do that much. You have to call in some other person. You say, I don't have a phone. So there's nothing a mother won't do for the baby. Why? Because she has pure love for the child. So your wife is so your love for your husband or love for your wife is less than a mother's love for her child? Sure it is. Why? Because it's not pure love. Pure love is 100% selfless. If there's any ego involved, there's any me involved, there's any I involved, there's any selfishness involved, it's disqualified from the title of pure love. In this world, only a mother, not every mother also, only a mother and rare mother will do anything and everything for the child. Live for the child, die, offer her life for the child. When the Titanic was sinking, a long time ago, over 100 years ago, 1912 or something, it's like a long time ago, Titanic, big boat, went down an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean, very cold. And they had limited lifeboats. They had 3,000 people and lifeboats for 1,000. Good planning. Real good planning. Only lifeboats to fit 1,000 people. So the men and the captain, everyone said, let the ladies and children get on the boats first, and guys get on last. So most everyone did that, but some men didn't, because go crazy when you're about to die. Well, even when you're living. People are just crazy all the time. But so it was the mother was with her 2 children, and the boat was getting full, and the people on the boat were saying, we can't take any more, we can't take any more. And so she put the 2 kids on the boat and she said, okay, take my kids. And she wrote her name or whatever, contact number or whatever. So the people took the kids because the husband was on the boat. She stayed on the boat and she died. She went down with the boat. So the mother sacrificed her life for her children. That's what I'm trying to say. This is called awareness. Do anything. I'm aware of my child's needs. He lives or I live. So let him live. He's young, he has a big future. I'll sacrifice my life. So in pure love, one does whatever is needed for the happiness and nourishment of the beloved. Love is absolutely flexible. These are like utopian ideas, aren't they? Pretty utopian. We're talking about pure love. So where do you find this love? Where can you experience this love? Maybe in this world, if you're very fortunate, very lucky. But this is what the spiritual dimension reality is made of. Another aspect of pure love is creativity. Creativity. Bhagavan has made his creation out of love. Besides, like today I was walking in the garden looking at, we have an almond tree here. I was looking at the almond tree and touching the leaves, admiring the leaves. I said, wow, this is really beautiful. Almond has all the little tiny leaves. Almond, I'm lucky we say almond. And I think, God, this is all made by one fantastic person. Such variety, such color, has a light green color. So this whole creation has been made out of love. So the idea in love, the idea is being, why we say an aspect of pure love is creativity? Because it should always renew itself. Always, like people say, what is that term in the modern term? People renew themselves or... No, not, well, Kayakalpa is a technical term of making a new body. But there's a colloquial term, modern lingo on the internet. Remake themselves or something.
Update yourself.
Huh?
Update.
What?
Update.
Renew yourself.
English. I don't know, like they say a movie star, did fasting, remade herself, whatever. Anyway, in pure love there's creativity, which he describes. For example, a person can think thoughts they never thought before. And a person can dance in a way that they never danced before. So holding on to old behavior patterns is not an option in pure love. It's called conditional acting. We're conditioned to act in a certain way. But when you're in a loving relationship, you have to always remake yourself. I think it's called remake yourself. You, like Hegel, German philosopher from the 19th century, said you have to die to live. You have to die to live. your old conceptions, your old attachments. You want to create a new reality, a new way of life, a new outlook, and a fresh and exciting experience of love and life. You have to always give up the old and create something new and expand what you have. So love should always be creative. Because love itself, the basis of love in combination, what is the result of love? We say that God created the world out of love. So that means love makes creation. So what is the result of love of a man and woman?
Child.
Obvious. The guy's not even married, knows that. So the result of love is creation. So creation of the material world is done out of love of God. So creation of a child is done out of love. Ideally, I mean, sometimes it just happens, you know. You love each other so much that you want to bring a child into the world and bring your goodness and bring your personality and bring your share your teachings and launch another good person. Like I said, good people should make more good people. Because if only bad people are producing children, after some time the whole world will be full of bad people. No one will give any counter arguments. No one will provide any fresh ideas. There won't be any new outlooks or any progressive thinking or liberal viewpoints or open-mindedness or every closed-minded robotic zombies. So good people, because unfortunately, I started to say, I didn't finish, spiritualists in the modern day, they don't want children. It's a burden. Yes, that's true. It's a responsibility. Yes, that's true. It limits my freedom. Yes, that's true. But it liberates you also. Liberates you from your attachments, and it creates, you make a positive contribution to the world. You raise another good human being. Your parents raised you. You consider yourself a good person. I'm a good woman. I'm a good man. I have virtue. I have talent. I have compassion. I have tolerance. I have intelligence. I spread smiles and love wherever I go. I spread good vibration. So that's not a good thing. That's a very good thing. So you don't want to share your good thing with other people. So make a child and keep the good things rolling. It's like, what's more beautiful than a field full of flowers? So imagine a husband and wife, everyone has a field behind them. Every husband and wife has a field. So what's in the field? Just dirt? You live and die with just a field of dirt? You can have, should be many beautiful roses and gardenias and marigolds and malati and madhavi and juhi and mogra and jasmine, all flowers there blossoming and giving nice fragrance, nice color, nice design, nice vibration, nice, good to see. Like I have friends in Delhi, they're Indian Hindus, they have children, the children are really beautiful and handsome, and they're good people, they have all good qualities. So the parents are going to die, but their legacy of good karma and their vibration of health and happiness and harmony and love and peace will carry on. We want these vibrations in the world to last forever, not to go with your bones. When your bones go to the fire, all your good qualities burn up. There's no trace of you. Poof, you're gone. That's very selfish, very egoistic, and very demonic. It's demonic. It's not divine. It's not Atlantean. It's reptilian. Reptilian means you eat me, I eat you. Lizards eat each other. Snakes eat each other. These are called reptiles. So many reptilian people are taking birth on those planets from lower planetary regions. And this is the ideology that they follow. I live on you, you live on me. We eat each other. So it's a very crazy world we're living in. So we need some divine beings The future of divinity is inside of every woman, every man. Every woman, every man who comes together in marriage has a responsibility to the universe to make more flowers. I grew up in the flower generation. I was a hippie. I'm the same age as guys in Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and all those guys. They're all 75. I'm 75. They're all 75, 80. Mick Jagger, these are like my brothers. They're all the same age as me. So they're the granddaddies of the flower generation. Okay, what else? What else we have here? Another aspect of love is efficiency. They say there's different ways to get people to work. One way to get people to work is duty. I'm doing my duty. Another way is fear. You do this or... Another way is love. Love moves the world in a peaceful way, sweet way. There's different kinds of movement. You can shuffle your feet down the street. You can walk slowly. You can skip. You can run. You can dance. There's different ways you can walk. So there's different ways you can work. If you work in love, it's a joy at every step. It's like they say, how does a mother serve her baby? It's a labor of love. It's work of her love. She loves the baby. You see mothers bathing their children, they're singing in the bathroom. Like, and you walk by the bathroom, what's going on? This lady's cracked. She's in bliss. She's bathing her baby in the bathtub and singing in bliss. And the husband can't even reach that in a million years. He can't reach that bliss in a million years. He can't understand how you just bathing this little brat, you know? But it's her brat and it's her baby. So, if love makes everything very efficient. It makes you very simple also. If you love, you do not want to control. You want to respect and serve. I don't think too many husbands or wives have ever heard this idea. Because women like to control and men like to control, so then you have two people that are out of control. The husband wants to control, the wife wants to control. So what's the result? Both are out of control. So in love, you don't want to control. You want to respect and serve. Okay, I think enough talking about pure love because it's too depressing. It's too depressing to talk about pure love. Where is it? Where do you find it? I'll buy it. I'm in. Count me in. Give me a share. I'll buy 10 shares. I'm not selling. I'll tell you what. If I find it, I'll let you in on it. Hey, we're just talking theory here. We're trying to inspire you with lofty ideas, higher thoughts, divine aspirations. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.